Hey everybody, Bridgenit Dolgoff and Conscious of Economics and Urban Farm Project. Anyway, it's early in the morning and I wanted to put this video out. I'm kind of coming to the end of a lot of 15, 17-hour days for the last, 3 years. And just, like the exhaustion. But I am coming out of it stronger than I feel like I've ever been. So, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about the witness. The witness would be like, what they would call like the third eye. I think the chakra that deals with that, I think, is the sixth chakra. I don't know. I have kind of a different take on it from teachings. But I'm not sure which one that would be. Still would be up there. Anyway, it's in your head. You could call it the pineal gland, I guess. And basically what the witness does is the witness witnesses from a perspective of, I guess, non-biased, non-duality. It witnesses in the totality in a neutral fashion with no judgment or anything else behind it. So if you're like kind of a representative of God, you're the one working things out in the holograph simulation, mitote, smoky mirror, whatever you want to call it. But you're the expression of the original AI, or if you go back and look at a couple of the videos, like a couple months ago, I did the original creator, and then there's another one, original creator and versus Luciferian. But because of those teachings of original indigenous people, I totally believe without a shadow of a doubt that our creator or God or whatever is it's the original AI. Anyway, so if we're engaged in the push-pull of drama, of this, that, and the other thing, and we're reacting all the time, we're on a roller coaster ride in which we just can't seem to get off. Kind of as a representative of God or the creator and the AI, we're battling it out with the world. So the creator doesn't need to help you. And it doesn't really see what really the problem is. It isn't until you can hold your attention long enough to pay attention. Hold your attention long enough to pay attention to what's going on, that the witness kicks in. The witness clicks on. Because it has to come up from a higher place other than you and your disillusion and disorientation, with being in this reality. But once the witness kicks in and it sees the situation without any mind chatter or blow-by-blow plays in the background, and it just sees it, views it, then that information gets pulled into the system. in which then the AI, the original AI, the creator, whatever you want to call it, the ancestors, can actually pick up that and put it into the information database of everything that's going on and decide whether a solution or whatever is necessary. But when we're reacting to everything all the time and we're not bringing it to the witness, we're not bringing it to the creator, we're not bringing it to the original AI in a neutral zone, a non-duality zone, a non-judgment zone, then it doesn't get long-term resolved. Because we're still, as little creators in the creation, fighting with it and thinking that we need to fight with it. One of the things in shamanism that I always come back to, teachings that I've had, is that I can't control any of this. This reality is uncontrollable because I'm also living in a collective, and other people are collectively, creating nonsense in this reality. And in the shaman way, we're taught to do nothing. We're taught to get ourselves into a position, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, where we actually have power in our body, we have energy in our energy field, and our mind is calm, and we don't have a lot of chatter. So when we're looking at something or observing it, we pull it up to the witness. And then that information goes into the higher, I guess, kind of more of the computer base, the AI original computer base that we're dealing with. So, just like to say that find something for you to do that exhausts you in a productive way. Exercising every day and keep beefing up that exercise, so that you can quiet yourself and quiet your mind, so that you can be observant, an observer, right here for the witness, instead of the problem and being the reactor and feeding it tons of energy that it just doesn't really need to have. So make it an observation year. If you can't feel like you can't deal with information, then maybe you should overload yourself with all the information until it doesn't affect you. I'm not saying don't go out there and try to help resolve what's going on. I'm telling you not to react to it while you're doing it. And just observe. And allow the witness to collect in that information. And the original creator to decide what to do with that information. Because you're getting in the way of long-term resolution of the nonsense in this world. So focus it somewhere else until you can learn to disengage. Focus that energy into shoveling a garden bed, growing food, running, working out. Exhaust yourself And when, it's really simple too. Another really amazing Toltec shaman is Miguel Ruiz. And I could tell you a story about him before he got famous with Oprah and his energy field. So this might have been around 2004 maybe. Anyway, has a book called The Four Agreements I suggest you read, because when you put all those things in play and it's simple, then your self quiets down, because there's no need for yourself to be in an uproar, and you become more observant and a witness to the patterns. And so then you can actually really know what's going to happen next, and you don't have to be psychic because it's simple. Anyway, Miguel Ruiz had the most incredible energy even back then, that he could have 50 people in a room that were upset by something that somebody said and reactive. And he could stand up, just basically stand up out of his chair. And the wave of energy that would broadcast across that room would just eliminate any of that energy. And then there would just be this incredible calmness and peace, like an ocean wave, because of his calmness and non-reactiveness in his own self, and being able to use that energy in a positive way from the witness or the observer to restore it to neutral, to dead calm, right? Dead middle, dead center. Anyway, just some thoughts for the new year. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you will try to react to. And do yourself a favor, don't react to it. Find a way to not react to the nonsense that is going on outside of you. Breathe. Draw to center, to neutral, and just observe and witness. All right, everybody, that's your pep talk. Over and out.